We are going to be supportive of naming the Holland Tunnel after Hugh Carey.
And what about the OTB bill, sir?
The OTB is, right now, if this bill goes down, it's because there is at least 3 Democrat senators not here, one of them dealing with the jury. And it's my understanding that they have a total of 9 senators that are Democrats that will not be voting for it, whether it's because they're not here or they're opposed to it. We've tried to open up negotiations for the last few days to come up with a global solution to help all the OTBs throughout the state. And all we've received is no. I think there is an opportunity here if reasonable minds, and I know we're reasonable, work together that we could get a solution today. When I've asked different Democrat senators what's wrong substantively with the Lanza bill, none of them have indicated any problem with it. So we could get this bill done today, and if Shelley Silver could bring his members back, vote for it, and it would be done.
Senator, do you think that Speaker Silver will bring his members back?
In time for...
Well, if we pass a bill and it's going to protect the individuals in New York City and help other regional OTBs, why wouldn't you bring it back? Then it would be his responsibility for anybody getting laid off.
Have you had a chance to talk to him about that? Because his office is telling us that the Assembly has done its work on this issue. They will not come back. They don't like the bill that Senator Lanza has proposed. Have you had a chance to talk to Speaker Silver?
No, I haven't. You remember, I'm the minority leader. I'm not the majority leader
But you have
yet.
a lot of power in this situation.
And we do. And I would love to be able to have a open and frank discussion with him. But just to say, well, we're not going to come back, that's not negotiating. That's just saying no. And unfortunately, Speaker Silver has become the party of no.
Well, you've been concerned about Belmont for years. You've been concerned about Nassau and Suffolk OTB. If New York City OTB closes, what then happens to Belmont and all these suburban OTBs?
It's totally unnecessary for them to close down. And it's interesting that all of the suburban OTBs are the ones that are negotiating for these changes. The OTBs, whether it's Suffolk County, they've reduced their expenditures by over $4 million. Capital Region OTB, I believe, has reduced their workforce probably about 45%. They've incurred all the efficiencies that are necessary, and this money then goes to the local property taxpayers. And all we're asking for is parity for the suburban OTBs and others throughout the state, not just Nassau, Suffolk, but upstate too.
But even if
that's a reasonable request.
Even if the speaker was to bring them up, it wouldn't be in enough time because the deadline is midnight tonight.
You know, there was a deadline last Friday, wasn't there? And I think with many of you here, I said, deadlines are there to be changed. And we saw that the deadline was changed from last week to today. Now, the decision as to whether you close OTB or not right now is an administrative decision that's determined by the governor and the New York City OTB board. And just as they extended that deadline, they could extend it again if there is a reasonable likelihood that we can get something done. And I believe there's a reasonable likelihood that we can get something done in the next, we can get it done right away, and all you would need is the Speaker's commitment to say that he will bring back his members and that it'll pass. And that would be a reasonable likelihood that it could happen.
Naira says your plan would hurt tracks. Naira says your plan would hurt tracks. Your amended OTB restructuring plan would hurt.
Again, all I'm saying is we don't have to be in this situation right now. We can get it done. There are opportunities here to work together and get it done. And I don't see why everybody is just saying no. The Democrats love to blame the Republicans as being the party of no. We're saying, yes, we want to negotiate and get something reasonably done to protect all the OTBs throughout the state. especially those that have done their job in reducing their expenses and their costs. So let's see how the day goes on. Thank you.